G'day, I'm Colin Dangaard, President of the Australian Stock Saddle Company, and I'm going to show you how to throw a knife. And this is the knife package that I've developed here. We've got 5 beautiful knives and they come in their own little case like this here. You can put it up your sleeve, you can stick it in your back pocket, but do not take them on an airplane, thanks. First of all, there's really only one way to throw a knife, and there's really only one way to hold it. And you hold it as if you're shaking somebody's hand like that. That's how it's held. And it's a release. You are throwing and releasing, okay? Now it's all about distance and rotation. If I stand here, this far from that target, this is what I call a half toss, a half rotation. That's a half rotation. It only turned a half a time. Now, if I go back here, now for my height and this length of knife, a good distance from this target here is 3 of my steps. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more foot. That's a workout. So then now I'm at the distance for a complete rotation. And this is how it goes. 1, 2. Not bad grouping there. So. Now let's do a bit of speed tossing. So we're going to get 5 of them and see how fast we can throw them. I've got my 5 knives here. You hold a bunch in one hand like that, and then the idea is to have a bit of balance going here. Put that leg forward, and then it's a toss like this, and you're releasing the knife. Actually, it shouldn't be called knife throwing. It should be called knife releasing. But that sounds a bit lame, doesn't it? So throwing is the key. Don't you love that sound? You might notice with this, that was a good toss because it ran true. That wasn't too bad, that wasn't too bad. These ones here are a little bit, I am guilty there of under-rotating, I didn't do exactly the same tossing this knife as I did that knife. So I'm going to try and correct myself on that. There you go, that's a small knife. And not bad grouping if I say so myself. You can see that what I'm doing here is constant. I'm releasing the knife at the same time and in the same way. One thing about knife throwing, it's a bit like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get at it. My delivery men come here to pick up saddles and deliver stuff all around the world, and they all stop with their truck here and they throw knives for 20 minutes. That's why my UPS bill is probably so big. Knives have been around for a long time, thousands and thousands of years, way before gunpowder. Sticking people was one of the original way we killed each other. And it got more and more exotic as time went on. Knives changed, but there's swords and there's knives and there's lances, and anything that'll pierce a human being was used in warfare. But even today, the knife is still used by combat soldiers in Afghanistan and in Iraq, our soldiers and their soldiers. The military way of throwing a knife, the most popular way, is just a half handle like that. Now, if you hit somebody with that and he has a gun, he'll probably be more concerned about what's now sticking in his chest than what's in his gun. So you've got a little bit of an angle there. And of course, knives are in hand-to-hand combat. And they've enjoyed centuries of being a sideshow at all kind of things. Ladies against targets and running knives around her, which I don't do that stuff. I'll run around ladies, but not with knives, thank you. They might just get it, and you know what I mean. Okay, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Knife throwing. It's a blast. It's fun. And doesn't cost anything. You can hit that target all day long. And talking about targets, the target I like is a section of cut off palm. It's nice and soft. You've got to have soft wood. And how I built mine is a big piece and cut out a hole there and stuck that in there so I can replace this and just put it in there. Knives are definitely a great party trick. I'm Colin Dangaard with the Australian Stock Saddle Company, and you're going to be a knife thrower with my nose, okay?